Down as usual at the start of every session into that high plank, and then you're going to bring that outside leg, hold it here, and then just open up. Hold it there for a few seconds. So we're really trying to keep those hips square to the front, opposite side. Open it right up. Let's get you all feeling like new people again. Let's go. Open that leg, open it right up. So really try to keep them hips nice and square to the mat. Opposite side. Nice, we're gonna do 4 more. 4 to go, open it right up. Really nice, 3 more. Open it right up. We've got 2 to go, keep it going. Nice and open. And last one. Perfect. From here, we're going to bring it to standing today. And we're going to take 1 foot out to the side. I'm going to move this mat. So I'm going to lean onto that outside leg, pushing my bum back and then pushing it up here. So we're leaning onto that outside leg and then push it up here. We're getting a nice stretch through here today. Good. Push it right across. Really good. Give me 4 more here. 4, push it right back. Bum's going back, feeling a nice stretch through this leg here. 3 to go. 3, try and keep that chest up nice and tall. Guide that knee over that toe. 2 to go. 2. Really nice, and last one. Perfect. As you guessed, we're going to that other side. Pushing onto that leg. I've got a little bit looser on this side, so you may feel them very different on each side. Nice. 3. Keep that chest up nice and tall. You're just leaning into it, enjoying that stretch. 3. Take your time with me. 2 more. Really nice, and last one. Perfect. From there, we're going to go into those hip hinges. We did them at the end last time. So hands are going to come onto the lower back, a little bend in the knees, keep the shoulders squeezed back. And you're just going to stick your bum back, keeping those shoulders back, and then stand up tall. We're going to start to feel a nice stretch coming through those hamstrings. As long as you keep those shoulders back, what we don't want to see is your back rounding over like that. So you want that bum sticking up. See the difference? I'm rounded, stick that bum up. And then back up tall from there. You should feel it all along your back of the legs, all the way down here. Keep them shoulders squeezed back. 4 more here. 4, keep them shoulders back. Good, we've got 3 to go. 3. Shoulders squeezed back. 2 more. 2. And last one. Really good. Give everything a little shake, and we're coming back down to that first one. Hi, Moving Meg. Claire, Kira's watching. Morning, Meg from Abby. Teddy, B. Can't work out if you're keeping me going or killing me this week. Nice to know, Rebecca. Hopefully this one will reset you. Coming back down onto that high plank then, and we're going for those hip openers. Open it up. Really enjoy this now. We should start to be getting a little bit more movement into those joints. Take your time, we've got 6 to go. Nice, and 5 more. Open it right up. Really good, 4 more. Good, 3 to go, keep it with me. 2 more. And last one. Really good. Bringing it back up to that top. We're going for those side lunges. So coming onto that one leg. Try go a little bit deeper this time. So you're going to try to push that a little bit further this time. And then push it up from there. Remember, keep that chest up and open. Get that nice stretch through this leg. And back up. We've got 6 to go here. 6. Really nice. 5 more. 5. Chest stays up and open. 4 to go. Really good. 3 more. 3. Nice. 2 to go. You should start to feel like you can feel that stretch, get a little bit more movement. Last one. Nice. Switching sides. Let's go. Try and get a little deeper than the last time. 7 more. Stick with my timing, stay down there for a couple of seconds before you come back up. 6. Nice, we've got 5 more. 5, push that bum back, enjoy that stretch. We've got 4 more. 4. Really nice, 3 to go. 3, enjoy the stretch. We've got 2 more. Really good, last one. Perfect, and we're going back into those hip hinges. So remember, hands are on the lower back, feet are shoulder width apart, shoulders pull back, hinge that body, and then back up to the top. Hinge it, so we're keeping that back nice and flat, and then back up to the top. 6, keep those shoulders squeezed back. 5 more, 5. Really nice, we've got 4 to go. 4, keep the shoulders pulled back. 3 to go. Push it a little further each time. Can you go a little bit lower? 2 more. A little bend in those knees, don't forget. Last one. Now this time I want you to hold it at that lowest point you can be with that back nice and flat. I'm going to stretch those arms out. Elbows are up by your ears, so we don't want to see arms down here. We want to see them up by your ears. And pretend as if someone's pulling your hands away from you and pulling the tailbone away. Hold it there for 10, 9. Keep pulling in both directions. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax it there. Really good work. It's getting warm. It's not supposed to be a warm workout. Good work. Right, we're going to move on to do a bit more of those hamstrings now. So we're saying sanding. This time I want you to take one leg behind the other. So like so, I want feet straight. Dancing teachers, don't kill me. Feet straight, one behind the other. And we're gonna do the same thing, so you might need a little bit of space. We're gonna have that little knee bend, and we're gonna bend the body over and stretch those arms out, and then bring it up. You should feel like an accentuated stretch through that back hamstring, the one that's at the back. So remember the little bend, stretch those arms out, and back up. 6 to go, can you feel it? Little bend, stick that bum up. Nice, we've got 5 more. 5, little bend, got that crossover. 4 to go. 4, the bend is really small. 3 more. 3, stretch it right out. 2 to go. 2. And last one, balance is not very good today. Last one, stretch it right out. Good, have a little think about how that one felt. We're gonna go for the other side now. So cross that one leg over the other, feet are straight. You might want it a little bit further away. Little bend, tiny, tiny bend. Hinge that body over and stretch those arms out. My left hand side is so much tighter than the right. Have a little think about yours, which one's tighter? Is there a reason for this? We've got 6 to go here. 6, stick that bum right back, elbows are up. 5 more. 5, really good. 4 to go. Keep them elbows up if we can. Nice, we've got 3 more. 3, really good. 2 to go. 2, and last one. Really good. Give everything a nice shake. Nice shake. Morning, Lisa. Right, we're coming down now. We're going to go into that hip flexor and a hamstring stretch. This time coming up onto that knee. Hips are facing forward. Pushing those arms back. So we're really pushing the arms back at the top. We'll get that nicer stretch through this hip flexor here. And just hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax it back and lift that toe up. Alexa's now providing me with her hamstring stretch instructions. Alexa, play acoustic playlist. Hold it there, pull that toe up, the chest is staying up as much as possible. Leaning it forward, hold it there. 7, 6, 5. So really try and keep these as square to the front as you can. 3, 2, bringing it back, sit back in, lift that toe. 7, pull the chest up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you have a lion on your manion? Push those arms back. Really pushing that hip forward. 6, 5, 4, really nice. 3 to go. 2, sitting it back. Pull that toe up. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Really pull that toe towards you. 3, 2, and the last one here. Really push now into it. 8, 7. Push them hands right back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Sit back and lift the toe. We've got 8, 7. Pull that chest up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax there. Switching sides for me. Onto that opposite side. Hips are nice and straight to the front. Guiding that knee over the toe and lift those hands and push them back. 7, 6, nice. 5, this should feel really good through that hip flexor all the way down there. 3, 2, sitting back. Pull that toe up, try and keep that chest up. Get that toe pulled up towards you. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Coming back up to the top, push that hip forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back down we go. 8, 7, 6, 5. Lift that toe, get that chest up. 3 more. 2, 1. We've got 2 more here. Really push them arms back. 7, 6. Really drive that hip flexor forward. 4, 3, 2. Sitting back here. 8. Make the most of this now. Don't just sit into it and be in the position. Make the most out of every little move. Really focus on pulling that toe back. Stretching is so important, and a lot of us overlook it and see it as, oh, I'm in the right position. But to really get the most out of a stretch, you have to be really focused. If you feel the difference of just being in this position and then really engaging in the position, then you'll be able to notice what amount of difference that's going to make to your body if you focused every single time. 3 more. 2, sitting back, pull those toes up, keep that chest up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Really good. Perfect. Relax down there for me. 2 feet coming away. So I want the feet away from the body, so they don't want to be too close in. They're here. And the idea is that we're just hinging that body over. So I want us to round the shoulders off. Round the shoulders, round that neck, round the back. And just see how far you can hang. So you don't want to pull, you just want to hang and relax the body. From there, just try and scoop to one side and scoop to the other. You can use those hands a little bit to help you here. Scoop from one side, scoop to the other. 4 more. 4, 3, 2 to go. Last one. Relax it up. Feel it in those groins there, hip flexors. Where do we feel it? I feel it in my upper back from the last couple of days. Going for the same again, rounding everything off. Round the shoulders off. Round the neck off. Relax. Are you a bit lower than the last time? Let's go. We're going 4. One side. Push it to the other. 3. Really working through that hip. 2 more. And last one. And relax there. Really good. Hold it there. I've got some comments. Anya is out painting a fence. It's me that's doing it. Come on then, Kathleen. Right. We're going to come up into a yoga position now. So we're going to make like a upside down sort of V shape. So we're going to come onto hands at the top, feet at the bottom, and I want you to be able to almost put your heels on the floor. So they're almost able to put on the floor. And what we're going to do is push that chest back. So you're trying to push your chin. If you notice, my chin's going right underneath my shoulders, and then I'm going to come back forward for a little rest. So we're going to push back, try and push them heels right down, and then bring it back forward. Give me 7 more of them. You should feel a nice stretch through that whole leg, through the calf. Bring it back forward. We've got 6 to go. 6. Try and drive those heels down. Try and get that chin into your chest. 5. Really nice. We've got 4 more. Took that chin in. 4. Really good. Give me 3 to go. 3 more. 3. Took that chin right in. Really good. 2 more. Drive those heels down. 2. And last one. Really nice. Right, this time what I want us to do is push back, and then we're going to lift one knee and push one heel down, and then go for the opposite. Switch. Switch. We're walking those feet. We're trying to keep that chin back, and we're just walking those feet. Really push one heel down and lift one right up. Give me 5 more. 4. I'm slipping. Really try and drive that heel down. 2. Last one. And relax it down there for a second. While we're down at the bottom, we're just going to take some big circles with our shoulders. So what I don't want to see is the movement in the shoulder. You're just taking a big, nice shoulder circle. Get some movement through those shoulder joints. They're just as important as our legs. If we get really tight in the upper body, that's when we start to lose our posture. 5 more here. Nice. 4 to go. Mine grinds when I do this, so if you're feeling that, or if this is feeling difficult, maybe it's something that you could focus on. 2 more. Last one. We're going for that opposite side. One hand comes on. Really open it up. Try and keep this one nice and still to the front. And we're just simply rotating that shoulder back. 5 more here. 4 to go. Nice. 3 more. We've got one that's more difficult to circle than the other. Give me 1 more. Perfect. And we're coming back up to that top. So hands are coming down. Coming back into this position. Driving that chin back. Driving those heels down and come forward for a little release. Let's go. We've got 7 more. Tuck. Really push it down. Feel that stretch through that whole back of the leg. Really took that chin in. 5 more. 5. Really took it under. 4 to go. Pushing right in. Nice. We've got 3 more. 3. Good. We've got 2 to go. Right back. Last one. Right back. Really good. We're going for that walkie. So pushing the head back. Lifting 1 toe. Push 1 heel down. And switch. 7. And switch. Really drive through that straight leg. 5. Good work. 4 to go. Really push through that straight one. Heel down as much as you can. 2 more. Last one. Really good work. Back down to those knees. We're going for those shoulders again. So just go straight into that. 8. 7, just work through your range here. You've got 6 to go. 6. 5, really good work. 4 to go. 4. 3. We've got 2 more. 2. And last one. Perfect. Switching sides. Let's go. We've got 8. 7. 6. Really good. We've got 5 more. 5. 4, really good. 3 to go. 3. 2 more. And last one. Perfect. Relax it down, sit onto your bums. We're going to stretch out the peroneal calf. So this part is the outside of the calf muscle. It's quite difficult to stretch sometimes, and an area that we can get a lot of issues with. So what we're going to do is have a little seat, however most comfortable. You're going to try and take hold with the opposite hand, the outside of the foot. And then what I'm going to do is straighten this leg out and try and bring it across my body. And the more I twist that foot towards me, the more I'm going to start to feel this through here now. You might need to lift it a bit closer to you, a bit more across, but pull it until you can feel that stretch through here. And we're just going to hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax it down. We're going to that opposite side, outside of the foot. Bring it across. Really twisting that ankle towards you so you're getting that really nice stretch through here. 7, 6, 5, 4. Really good. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Back to that first side again. This time you're going to take it across and then back to the middle. 7. Back to the middle. 6. Nice. We've got 5 more. 5. Really good. Give me 4 more. 4. Give it an extra pull each time. 3 to go. 3. We're really feeling it now through that side of the leg. 2 to go. 2. Nice. Last 1. Perfect. Opposite side again. Let's go. 8. Pull it right across. Relax. 7 more. 7. Really good. We've got 6 to go. Nice. 5 more. 5. Then we're going for them lower back exercises. 4. Really nice. 3 to go. 3. 2 more. And last one. Really good. Good work. Right, we're going to lay onto our backs now. So lie onto your back. We want one knee pulled in and the other one stretched out. Like I said yesterday, if you've got difficulty bringing this knee right into the chest like I do, then you've got some hip mobility issues, and that might be a reason why you're struggling at dancing, to turn those feet out or keep them out for the whole duration of the dance. A lot of different reasons. So have a little think about that and really work on that hip mobility. From here, you're going to take the outside hand, pop this one on the floor, you're going to push that leg across, try and push this shoulder down and look away from the leg. And there's a nice click in the back. If you get a click, that's absolutely fine. You don't want to push that leg too much. You just want to feel a nice twist through the spine. And resetting that back here. Bring it back to the top. Straighten the leg up. Remember, we're just holding behind the leg and focusing on pulling the toe down more so than anything else. Pull that toe down for 8, 7, really pull it, 6. If you're engaged here, it's really working. 4 more, 3, 2, last one, relax it down. Opposite leg comes in, bring that knee in, hold it there. Really good, hold it in nice and tight as you can. Opposite hand comes across, the other arm's gonna open up, push it across, look away from the leg. Hold it here for a few. Really push that opposite shoulder down to the floor. Really good, bring it back to the top. The leg straightens up, hands behind the leg, and just concentrate on pulling that toe down. It's not about pulling the leg towards you. It's all about pulling that toe down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax it down there. We're just going to roll onto our front for the very last one. I'm going to sit into child's pose. So toes are touching at the bottom. Try and sit that bum right back and just relax in this position. So we're rounding that back off. And just stay here for 10. 9, take some deep breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5, almost there. 3 to go. 2, and relax. Good work. There you are, so we've had a nice stretch. We've tried to work through every muscle that we can in the body. Well done, everybody. I got quite warm through that. How did we all feel? Hope we all did good. Oh, nice to see Kate's here, Anya. Nice. Thanks for joining, everyone. So like I said, if you've got any questions now, just pop them in the box at the bottom and I'll try and answer as many as I can in the next 5-10 minutes, just to clear up anything. Give you guys an insight into me, any sort of questions. We should feel quite brand new now after that. I'm ready to go again for tomorrow's HIIT workout. Round, 3 of the week. See how we get on. Are we all enjoying ourselves? Are we enjoying this? Is it keeping us sane? A straighter back. So it's quite difficult for the younger children to understand this movement. I get this quite a lot. So a really good one to begin with is the cat-cow position. So if you come onto hands and knees and they're in this position, we're going to teach them to rotate the hips by arching their back and lifting their chin up like they're an angry cat. No, like they're a cow, sorry. And then angry cat. So we're really, really pushing everything up and rounding everything off. And the more they do that, the more they're teaching the hips to tilt. It's really difficult to get them to do this movement, which is what we're trying to do when we're sticking our bum back, is we're trying to really push those hips. So if you try that with Abby, that should start to teach that movement in the hips. It's something that takes a bit of time. And also her hamstrings, have a little feel of her hamstrings. They might be tight, they often are. And that makes it a lot more difficult to keep that position. The key with it really is just not going as far. Keep the shoulders back and just go as far as she stays straight and then just stick in that position. And then over time we'll gradually, hopefully, be able to. If you can't feel the stretch, try to listen to the key points that I'm saying. There's lots of things. Sometimes it's difficult because you might just be in a slightly different position to me, or aren't thinking about like pushing the hip down. Which one was it? If you can shout out which one. When you turn across your feet out, you don't, so you keep them out all the time. Yeah, you want to try and keep them out all the time, Roisin. And what we're doing for that is really working the hip mobility. And hip mobility is really good because if you think about, here's your leg and here's your hip joint. If this is really tight and you're trying to turn your feet out from there, so you're trying to turn your feet out from the hip and it's really tight. Imagine when it gets tired, it's just going to be like, oh, this is too hard to fight against this. If we make more movement here, you're going to be able to hold that leg out for much longer because it's not going to get as tired because it doesn't have to fight against as much resistance. So the more mobile those hips are, the more movement we're going to get and the longer we're going to be able to hold those feet out. And the pull knee to chest. That one's not really too much of a stretch. It's more of mobility training and just having a little look. Faye, this one when you're lying down, it's not really too much of a stretch, and if you don't feel it, that's a good thing in that position. I just feel it because I'm tight in my hips. So if you're tight in the hips, then you're going to feel it because you're just putting those hips in a pressure position. So don't worry about not feeling that one. Best advice you could have given yourself as a young dancer. Do you know what it is? And this is, I'm not just plugging this because we're doing a stretch class, but it is to see the importance of stretching. I am now 28 and I just went and did a gig with my friend's show in Germany a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago. And as a dancer, I never ever did front clicks. My teacher just wouldn't put them into my steps because they just weren't high enough. They didn't look good on me. But now I did front clicks in the show as a lead, and one of the other dancers came over to me and was like, wow, your clicks are amazing. That is simply because I now really stretch and focus on my stretching. So if I would have put that into place as a younger dancer and really saw the meaning in it and took it seriously, then I would have been 10 times better. So if you really, I want you to see the importance, and I try to make it as fun as possible. It's hard to make stretching fun because you have to really focus. But honestly, it would be to see the importance of stretching. I've got a lot of hip flex problems. I can struggle to turn my feet out by the hips. Yeah, Yeah, so hip mobility is one of the main things I focus on in the 12-week programme. So yeah, you've got movements in there. The other thing is just have a little Google hip mobility exercises. There are hundreds of them, and just find a few more that suit you. I might do a hip mobility. I did a hip mobility thing on my Move with Meg Instagram. There's a couple of exercises on there, so see if there's anything different in there that you haven't had before. What can I do to try and get them down? Lucy, don't stress about that. They're not supposed to be all the way to the ground. That's just because we're tight. We're completely tight from the back and all the way down the leg from dancing. So the more you do it, that's the importance of that thing. The more you do it, the closer you're going to get to the floor and the longer those muscles are going to become. So just do it a couple of times a day if you can, and try and build back to it, but don't put pressure on trying to put those heels down. The stretch is still working if those heels aren't on the floor. If you notice, mine definitely weren't on the floor. And the beauty with that is you can always move the feet closer and make it a little bit harder. So if you get to the point where the heels are touching the floor, just bring them feet a little bit closer to the top of your hands, and then you can push a little bit further and get more length through that muscle. Really good work. What is realistic time to see the improvements? Yeah, I would say that's a really difficult one. If you're consistent and you're really, really working on different things every day, then you should begin to see changes in 4 to 6 weeks. But realistically, to see an overall big change, and the thing is, you're the person that's looking at the dancing all the time, so it's hard to see small changes. It's when other people start to see them that usually comes in at about 12 weeks. So stay patient. That's the difficult thing, is trying to keep consistent and patient with it if you're not seeing those changes instantly. But if you can feel a difference, like you should feel very different now after doing that, you should feel like you've got a little bit more movement through the joints. That's just half an hour, guys. If we can add that in to your other training, you're going to start to see the difference a lot quicker. How do you get your leg to lift over? I'm not quite sure how you mean, Roche. How do you keep your legs so straight in your dance moves? Leg straightness. The muscles that we use to straighten the leg are the quad muscles, so just the thighs here. So the stronger these are, the more you can pull that knee up. So here's me straightening my leg without pulling my quad. Here's me pulling my quad. See the difference? So you really have to tense the muscles in your quad, and the more you tense those, the more you're going to get that lock through. A lot of people also need better hamstring flexibility to be able to lock the leg. So you need to strengthen the quad muscles and stretch out your hamstrings. Good questions, guys. I'm glad to see them. I'm going to shoot now. Have a really good day. If you're not like a couple of the girls yesterday, moved on and did my other HIIT workout, I'm going to be doing bar at 10 on the Try Wellness page. So if you want to join bar and have a little go at that, it's not really that intense. It's slightly different to HIIT and it works in a different way. So if you want to follow on to Try Wellness Facebook page and give that a go with me at 10, then please feel free. Thank you and well done again for joining. Bye.